Well, hello and welcome again to our reading of Mark's Gospel. We're up to chapter 15, verse 37. And Jesus, afhaste, sending forth, this is from aphiemi, this is a participle here. So sending forth a loud voice, ex epineusen, he breathed out, literally, so he breathed his last, we might say. Kai katapetasma, this is the curtain of the temple. This is the bit that separates off the Holy of Holies, and the curtain of the temple or the shrine, the naos, the holy part of the temple, eskiste, from schizo, aorist passive, was torn in two from top unto bottom. So from the top to the bottom. And the centurion, this is again Latinism, this is taken straight into from Latin into Greek. And the centurion, having the one standing ex enantios opposite him, having seen that in this way he breathed his last, he said, "This man was truly a son of God." This man was truly a son of God. There were also women looking on, this is a feminine present participle, apomakrothen, we've had that before, from afar, among whom we get lots of Kais here, so both Mary the Magdalene, so Mary Magdalene, and Mary the understood wife of James, the Micron, so James not perhaps the smaller, but perhaps James the younger, and Yoset. Now Yoset is a diminutive of Joseph. So and this is the genitive here. So the mother of Joseph and Salome. And they, when they were in Galilee, they were following him, and they were ministering to him. When he was, not they, I'm sorry. So, but they, when he was in Galilee, they were following him, and they were ministering to him. And many others, those Anabasai, this is from Sun, Anna, and Bino, those going up with him into Jerusalem. And it already having become late, again we have to supply horas here, the hour having become opsias, late, when it was paraskuein, it was the preparation, which is pro sabbaton, the day before the Sabbath, Joseph, having of the one from Arimathea, being euschemon, literally well dressed. It's you plus the schema is your attire. So well dressed, hence noble or honourable. Buletes, counsellor. So that means he was probably a member of the Sanhedrin. So Joseph of Arimathea, the noble counsellor, having come, he also was the one who was waiting for or expecting the kingdom of God. Ptolemaeus, having dared, so having plucked up the courage, he went into Pilate, and he asked him for the body of Jesus. This is from aitamai, to ask for. So he asks a middle verb here. It's connected with iteo, only it's a middle form here. So he asked him for the body of Jesus, and Pilate was amazed. Now here's this use of that he had already died. This is the perfect from, well, it's from apothenesco, but in the perfect you only get the thenesco root. So thenesco by itself doesn't occur except in poetry generally, but you get apothenesco, but in the perfect they just use this perfect form without the apo. So Pilate was amazed that he had already died, and calling to himself the centurion, he asked him if he had died Palai some time ago. Again, variant reading there. And Gnus, having learnt from the centurion, he gifted, so he gave as a gift, he gifted the body to Joseph. This is from Dorio, and it's a middle form here, an aorist middle. So it must be doreamai, because it's a middle form. It's got that doron gift there. So he gifted the body to Joseph, and Agorasas, having purchased, so this is Joseph, having purchased a Sidona, this is this linen cloth, Kathelon, taking him down, he en-alesen, this is from en-a-leo. Now, aleo is to wind, so this is en-aleo is to wrap in. So he wrapped him in the linen cloth and placed him, it was from Tithami, in the tomb, which was, now this is a periphrastic perfect passive here, probably pluperfect passive, which had, so literally was having been, so which had been cut out of stone. So this is the la root in here from an old word meaning a stone, and tomio from like temno, to cut. So which had been cut out of stone from a rock, and proseculisen, and he rolled a stone epiten thuran against probably the entrance rather than the door, but it's literally against the door of the tomb, against the entrance of the tomb. And Maria Magdalene and Maria, the wife of Joseph, were seeing where tethetai, this is the perfect passive from tithami, where he had, perfect passive in fact, where he had been placed. And that is the end of chapter 15.